congratulations to the graduating class of 2015 from the English department at Soochow University.
You can edit that out. Although it's pretty good.
Congratulations.
All right, well, congratulations on successfully surviving 4 years, taking the bus from the Shilin metro station to here 4 years in a row. That's quite an achievement. Few people have done it, but you guys have.
You have completed all the requirements for a degree in English. So, do you feel prepared to meet the world? Are you ready for the next step?
You're going to move on now. Many of you will get jobs. Some of you will do graduate work. Some of you will travel.
Whatever you do, you certainly don't want to end up like me. I enjoy my work too much. I'm obviously some kind of pervert.
I think you will find out that your degree in English has its advantages and disadvantages.
English has no meaning for you, or I could say that it's meaningless.
Many people think that a degree in English is a waste of time, and most of those people are correct.
The paper that you get, well, is like 20 NT, and it's probably not worth it.
You think your English is good? Come on. There are a lot of folks out there whose English is just as good or even better than yours.
But in reality, I would have to say that's not really true.
You've had a lot of classes here at Soochow University, and you can tell in your job interview about some of the classes you've had. For example, probably if you go to a job interview at a nice big company and you tell them that you had a class in children's literature, they will probably say, "Congratulations, you've got the job." See, it's so useful to have an English degree from Soochow University.
Students want practical English, and I often ask them to define practical. You know, what's so practical in life, right?
For example, if you walk into a job interview and you said, "I just finished a course in children's literature," they're probably going to say, "Get the hell out of my office right now."
"那事实上，在17世纪宗教改革之后，那清教徒他们就提出来所谓的实用的问题，就 utility。我们在以前美史有上过。那事实上，就是清教徒的想法，他们的有用其实是跟他们是一些比较是灵性层次的问题，像譬如说，有没有跟道德的提升有关系啦，或者说有没有这个信仰上更虔诚的追求等等的。所以就是说，他们会对于这个就是他们为了追求实用性，他们会不断的像是做一些自省啦、祷告啦、社会服务啦等等的。
But seriously, what have you learned in the English department? Do you feel that you wish you would rather have had more practical classes and fewer literature classes? Do you learn much as far as preparing you for the world? What have you really learned?
If literature is not practical, we can also give up anything that's not practical, such as art, such as music. Actually, movies aren't so practical.
Seriously, what else did you learn anyway besides a little English?
Well, I think that here, instead of just studying language, you've also studied literature and linguistics, and you have a much more professional knowledge of language, and that means you don't just know how to speak English, you don't just know how to read English books, but you know how to think better than many people. You have ideas about critical thinking, you know how to understand inference and metaphors and similes, you recognize personification.
Simply put, it's a way of thinking that you acquired from the courses you took and every poem and story you read in the past 4 years. It's a way of thinking that helps you to know yourself and the world.
Remember, you guys have not been trained for any particular kind of job. But what you'll find out is after about 5-10 years, you will actually have higher salaries and doing better jobs than they are, right? A lot of the research actually shows that people with the communication skills, things that English, for example, languages give you, is much more valuable than technical skills like computer programming. If you want to become a computer programmer, that's fine. You can teach yourself. You can learn that by yourself, right? But if you really want to become successful in life, you're going to have communication skills.
Seriously now, there are lots of very good career paths that a major in English can lead to. Here at SCU, we have a large department with nearly 1,000 majors, and among all those different people, there are lots of different reasons for majoring in English. Some of them are here because they adore literature written in the English language. Some are here because they hope eventually to become teachers of English. Those options are fairly obvious, but there are many others.
In reality, being an English major is very valuable. And a couple of reasons why I would say it's very valuable is because you're in a world that is an international world, a world where you are often interacting with people from other countries, and the majority of the people have some understanding or awareness of speaking English, and you will have an opportunity to be able to speak to them in English.
And these kinds of ideas will help you, I believe, in all kinds of jobs to better understand people, to better understand coworkers, to be more able to think critically about the situations you're in whatever you do and whatever situations life has you in. So I believe you have the tools to be successful. Congratulations.
因为我想当下的社会对于这个有用的定义应该是说能不能赚大钱啊，能不能找工作等等的。那但是就是说这是资本主义下的定义就是这样。所以就是念英文系的同学呢，就是毕业可不可以赚到钱，可不可以找到工作？那目前看起来应该这个好像没有什么问题嘛，就是反正各行各业都会需要有一个会英文的人。
In fact, I think also just in my classes, students that have used, for example, whether it's been their speech, communication skills in their job, or whether it's been in the debate class, learning the abilities to be able to express yourself and express your views with logical, practical steps, that type of thing. So.
这个定义来说的话，我想大部分的科系大概都没有办法 claim 说自己是实用的。对，我想没有一个科系的系主任可以盖个章说他可以让学生毕业拿到年薪500万。
We are not here primarily to teach you how to make a lot of money. We're here to enrich not your pocketbooks, but your lives. If you do well in this department, your lives will be greatly enriched. Not just for 5 years, or 10 years, or 20 years, but indefinitely. And incidentally, you will probably end up making more money as a result, because that richer life will be valued by the people around you, including your prospective employers.
And I would say that practically, it is very worthwhile.
As Matthew Arnold says, to know yourself and the world, you need to know the best that has been felt and said. And guess what? Literature contains exactly the best material that has been felt and said.
Literature is like music, like art. It helps you to live your life, to know what you want in life. That's why we read literature.
就说一个人能不能赚到钱，然后成为大富豪，这件事情，我觉得它是 over determination， 也就是说，它不是只有单一因素造成的。就除了一个学位之外，它其实还有很多的因素，包括你的 personality， 包括你的抗压性，还有包括当然就是说你的家庭背景，还有就是你的人生际遇等等的。
This has been true for a very long time. And it remains just as true today as it was 50, 100, 200, 500 years ago. The value of a liberal education such as we offer at this university cannot be measured. It's too vast, too all-encompassing.
Yes, literature may not be profitable, but who could possibly say it's useless? You know it damn well that it's useful, and you know it well.
You know, if you think that practical English can help you find jobs, you have to realize that you can always go from one job to another, but you have only one life to live. And this is how literature is, you know, useful in that sense.
This is a quote from Terry Pratchett, who passed away this year, one of my favorite authors.
Basically, I think that's all. I don't want to speak too long, like some other teachers I know have gone over their 3-minute limit. I'll stick it to about 1 minute.
If you trust in yourself, and you believe in your dreams, and you follow your star, you'll still get beaten by people who spent their time working hard and learning things and weren't so lazy. So have a dream, but also work hard and don't be lazy. Good luck.
So just congratulations. I wish you all the best, and please keep in touch with the teachers here in the department, either through Facebook or visits.
Thank you very much, and good luck in your future.
Once in a while, if you get, you know, you get lonely and you say, I haven't ridden that 340 bus or the 304 bus in a long time. I really wonder if it's still just like it was in the old days. Well, take it up here, find out. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
后面讲的不好。
There will be a reckoning. There